Hello, readers. You've been working at paying attention to what happens in a story, what the characters do, where they go. Those are all really important things to pay attention to. And now for the next part of our reading adventure unit, we're going to learn that there's something even more important to pay attention to. What? What could be more important than what happens in the story? Well, I'm going to give you a clue. Usually, authors put the most important thing in their stories on the cover. So let's look at some covers and see what we can notice. What did you notice was on the covers of all those stories? What's the most important thing? The characters. That's right. If you look on these covers, you'll notice that the main characters and even other characters are on the cover. Here we have Mr. Putter and Tabby on the cover. Here we have Elephant and Piggy on the cover. Here's Frog and Toad. And Henry and Mudge. So, they're all characters that we've read and learned to enjoy. So let's look more closely at this. Today, I want to teach you that you can meet interesting characters as you read. Characters are the most important ingredient in stories, so readers pay attention to details to learn all that they can about the characters. When we read stories, not only do we go on adventures with them, but we can get to know the characters. Let's try to learn about Mr. Putter and Tabby the cat. Let's notice things like what they like, what they don't like, the kinds of things that they do and say. But first, let's do a sneak peek. This is the cover. Mr. Putter and Tabby drop the ball. Looks like Mr. Putter is playing baseball with his baseball mitt, and Tabby the cat's there on his shoulder. And let's look on the back. Here we have Zeke holding a ball, carrying a ball. And it says on the blurb, "It's summertime, and Mr. Putter decides to join the Yankee Doodle Dandies baseball team. He can still catch those fly balls, but will his creaky knees cooperate when it's time to pick up those ground balls? With a little help from Mrs. Teaberry's good dog Zeke, anything is possible from the outfield." Let's see. And here's the title page. Mr. Putter and Tabby drop the ball. Looks like Tabby isn't really interested in playing baseball. And here's the table of contents. Chapter 1, Baseball. Chapter 2, The Team. Chapter 3, The Dandies. Chapter 4, Drop the Ball. Chapter 5, What a Day. From our sneak peek, I'm going to predict that Mr. Putter and Tabby play baseball with Mrs. Teaberry and Zeke, and then maybe Zeke helps play baseball somehow? Well, let's read on and find out. As I read, remember to think, what am I learning about the characters so far? Chapter 1, Baseball. Mr. Putter and his fine cat Tabby loved to nap in the summertime. They loved napping in the garden. They loved napping on the porch. They loved napping in the car. Are you already learning about these characters? So am I. I'm learning that Mr. Putter and Tabby love to take naps. Let's read a few more pages to collect even more information about them. Pay attention to what they like or don't like and the things that they say and do. "It seems that we nap all the time," Mr. Putter said to Tabby one day. Tabby was old and her frisky days were over. She loved napping. "I think we need a sport," said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened one eye. "I think we need baseball," said Mr. Putter. Tabby opened the other eye. "I wonder where my old mitt is," said Mr. Putter. He headed to the basement. Tabby was wide awake now. We're already learning a lot about these two friends. We've learned that Mr. Putter and Tabby were both old. They live in a house. You also learned that Mr. Putter used to play baseball. He even has an old baseball mitt. He had to go down to the basement to find it. Some of you may have even noticed that it looked like he had a lot of old sports equipment in his basement, like a bicycle and a bowling ball and roller skates. Maybe Mr. Putter was a lot more active and sporty when he was younger. This is big, important reading work. You're realizing that the characters are one of the most important things in a story. When you go off to read today, yes, you'll read about cool things happening and you'll tag along on those reading adventures, but the characters you'll meet along the way are very important. You'll need to remember to pay attention to who the characters are, what the characters are like, and the kinds of things that the characters say and do. Ready, readers? The characters are waiting.